What you charge is up to you. And on that, I would encourage you to not just feel into what feels good for you in terms of the timing, but also relativity to the impact you're serving and relative to the respect you want to command from whomever it is that's engaging you. Remembering that we don't just charge for ourselves. We charge to challenge somebody in terms of how much do they really want something. And generally speaking, the more we charge something, the more somebody really considers whether they want to work or not. And if they do, they really commit themselves, because if they paid so much, by God, they're going to get a hell of a lot out of the process. So there's a few factors to kind of think about when you're pricing, but I would challenge you to, as I said, not just think for yourself, but think for the client and think what's going to be helpful. And don't be afraid to just create a starting point. Like sometimes people put so much pressure of like, I want to get it right, I need to get it right. And I would just say, like, get yourself a rate and follow the growth curve of like, charge your rate, see how it feels for you, see how it feels for the person. If they commit themselves to it and they drive dramatic value, you'll know if you've charged too little, in which case that's fine. You put your price up in future. These aren't like static things. You can keep tweaking your pricing. I have put my price up. I've got a bit carried away with myself and I've put my price down. Most important thing is like when I tune into myself, does it feel right? Yes. Does it feel right in terms of like a nice reward? Yes. Does it feel right in terms of like a challenge to my client? Yes. Does it feel right in terms of a challenge to myself? As in, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, that's cozy, that's a good rate. But I also want to be like, Jesus, if I'm charging this client this amount, I feel a weight of responsibility to myself as well. That's good. Like when I charge a rate, it should feel edgy and it should put manners on me. It should push me to present myself at my best for a client. That journey can evolve and evolve and evolve. Also, the way in which you're working with a client can evolve and evolve and evolve. That first monthly structure that I talked about, I hope I said an hour once a week for 4 weeks. And that's the container. I actually started on 90 minutes once a week for 4 weeks. And what I noticed that as I got better as a coach, I needed less time with my clients. Hence I went to an hour. I would challenge yourself to recognize that you aren't charging for your time, you're charging for your impact. And the better you are as a coach, the less time you'll need with your clients. Your clients are coming to you, generally speaking, busy. They are going to want the client that can work with them on a more efficient basis. So challenge yourself in terms of your offering too, in terms of working with your clients most efficiently. But see what works. That one-to-one offering evolves in terms of the time you spend with your clients, the impact you can bring within your client within that time frame, but also in between those times. What I noticed brought an enormous amount of added value to my clients, and I charged accordingly, was support in between the calls. So we'll do a call every week or a call every 2 weeks. In between those calls, you can contact me on WhatsApp for whatever little issues come up. That acted as an enormous value add. And actually, when I introduced it, it allowed me to double my rate. Additionally, I found that that support over the phone was good to a point, but sometimes people actually needed a video call. And so I added in the option of, we'll do a call every week. I'll be on call on WhatsApp. And if you need it, if there's an emergency, we'll also do an additional call. That allowed me to up my rate again, because it just gave clients, when they engaged with me, a feeling of more support, greater backing. And in actual fact, whether they used it or not, that feeling that they were all the more supported was really, really helpful. And then as my capacity grew and as the confidence in my service grew as well, people came to me for bigger issues and bigger challenges. And so perhaps instead of working with them for a month every week, I'd work for 2 months every second week, and then 3 months and 6 months and so on. So that offer evolves, the pricing evolves, and it can be bloody good.